Well, I did it. I finally found this dirty little birdie, and I think it's time I shared it with the whole world. Only I don't think he's a birdie at all. I think he's got wings of a different feather. What do those look like too? Kind of look like angels' wings, right? And here's angels' wings, and back there looks like angels' wings, and even here, a little more discreet, but angels' wings. And maybe you have, and maybe you haven't seen my other videos where I've shown that athletes used to be other people like Michael Phelps. Mike L. Phelps used to be H.P. Lovecraft, and Mike L. Jordan used to be Jackie Robinson, and Tom Brady used to be Larry Hagman from I Dream of Jeannie, and Mick E. Mantle is now Christian Mick Affrey. I've done a lot of them, but it was this one right here that tipped me off how Michael Jordan went back to playing baseball, kind of like his days as Jackie Robinson. So I thought to myself, what other sports did LeBron play? And well, LeBron was a standout football player. He played wide receiver and quarterback. It was his first love. And here's LeBron, and I couldn't help but notice something when I saw LeBron wearing these colors and that number. It reminded me an awful lot of this guy, Randall Cunningham, who was on the Eagles and wore green and white and number 12. And well, did you ever take a look at them side by side? No, I mean like really take a look at them side by side and see how similar their eye and eyebrow placement is, and how similar their nose looks, and even their underbite looks exactly the same. I wonder if they have any similar markings on their face. Like, I don't know, just a birthmark right there with another one that you can see right there, right under it. You see how those are in the exact same spot, right in the exact same corner of the eye. What an interesting thing that they would look so much alike and have the same facial placement and have the same gap in their mustache and underbite and nose. Oh, and you want to know what Randall did after football? Well, he serves as a pastor, and he considers the Bible as his playbook. The Bible, in one of the most popular Bibles, is the King James Version. The King James Version. Did you ever see when the Miami Heat, which have nothing to do with flapping wings, did the Harlem Shake? It's an interesting thing. It almost looks like an angel flapping his wings right before King James comes on the scene. King James that just happens to have the exact same scar going across their nose bridge as one Randall Cunningham. You see that right there? They also just happen to have the exact same scarring on their face in the exact same place. Imagine that. Do you see it right here and right here? See those? Right here and right there. What a coincidence that they have the same facial features and their faces are symmetrical in the same ways. And do you think maybe their wives might look similar? Do you think? Maybe? Well, here's Randall's wife. I want you to take specific notice of the mouth and lips, especially the lower lip. And again, the exact same symmetry. Randall's wife, LeBron's wife. Oh, and one other thing that these angels love? They love duality, and LeBron's a big pouting baby, but it's an act. It's all a big show. And in my opinion, it's an act to get you to either love him or hate him, because either way, it takes attention away from our Heavenly Father. And while he's a big whining, crying, pouting baby as LeBron, as Randall, he was actually humble and gracious, and I was a fan of his back in the day because I always appreciate humble and kind and gracious. The opposite of this version of his character. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I'm sure him flapping his wings like an angel here right before King James comes on the scene. Just like I'm sure King James is just a coincidental name that lines up with Randall Cunningham, who's now a pastor. and uses the Bible as his playbook. Just like I'm sure it's coincidence that even their mouth and underbite and teeth and everything except the direction his eyes are looking line up perfectly as well. Yeah, I don't really think there's a bunch of shape-shifting fallen angels that have been here for centuries getting us to worship them instead of the Most High. No, that's ridiculous. Entertainment only, people.